Hi everyone, it's Marsha from the Milford Senior Center, and I'm here to do a little yoga with you. I miss all of you so much. It's been a while, and so we're just going to begin. And as we normally do, I'm going to lay down on the mat with a little pillow. If there's any of you out there that are on your chairs or whatever, just enjoy and join in when you can with the stretching. So as always, we'll begin here in Shavasana, this corpse pose, just resting the body, allowing it to relax, and bringing our attention to the rise and the fall of our breath. We begin to notice the inhalation and the exhalation. As we breathe in, we bring in a sense of peace. And as we breathe out, we allow a sense of letting go. So for a moment, I'll just talk to you. I like to talk about the different philosophies behind yoga. And today we'll talk about non-attachment, or just kind of a letting go. So one way we can practice non-attachment is through simplifying our material needs. And as we get older, very often we do take that down a level, simplifying what we own and have in our homes. And for someone of any age, we clean out our closets occasionally, getting rid of what we don't need, just donating it or tossing it, and making room for new stuff. And we also try to move away and let go of old ways of thinking. We have to let go in order to make room for new stuff. And for some of us, that means letting go of ideas of who we used to be or who we thought we would be. So it is about, well, I guess we could say that everyone on the planet these days is practicing non-attachment. They can no longer do the things that were familiar or routine to them, or to us. And we are now embracing a new way that we know really nothing about. We're not even sure what that means. So non-attachment is also about just not clinging, loosening our grip. And again, we've had to do this as people loosen their grip on jobs and school and even family sometimes. The universe is kind of, I guess, loosening our grip for us. So the Sanskrit word is aparigraha. The Sanskrit word is aparigraha. And it also means not being attached to a specific outcome or a result of our actions. So when we do give or do things for others with no strings attached, then we have the need to let go of any things that we thought should happen. So let's just take our arms long beside your ears, palms facing each other, and stretch your fingertips away as you push the heels away. And just taking a deep breath, inhaling and exhaling there. Toes are up and they're centered on the heels, not rigid, but upwards. And then coming down the arms, exhaling. Let's begin to point the feet and flex the feet. And then point the feet and then flex them, just pulling the toes back towards the face. And then pointing and then flexing. And then let the toes be upwards and just spread them wide and then wiggle them a little. And then spread them wide. And then bring the feet up to the floor one at a time. And we'll do a little pelvic tilt. We just press the lower back into the floor, that's all. And then we release. Again, a little pelvic tilt. So the body doesn't lift up off the floor. We just push it, the pelvis kind of rises, but you're not off the floor. And then releasing that. And one more time, pelvic tilt. warming up the lower back, and then releasing. And now just let the knees wag side to side. They're hip distance apart, your feet and your knees. Wagging side to side. Put a little pressure along the buttocks just to work those glute muscles, which become very weak if you do a lot of sitting there. Coming back to the center. Extend your left arm and leg and stretch that. And then bring that arm down and the other leg back up. And then stretch your right side. And then bring that arm down and that foot up. And if you do have a pillow now, and if you can remove it. As long as your chin doesn't do this. If it's coming up, then use a pillow throughout. So let's just, once again, we're going to press down with the feet and the lower back a little, and let your legs drop to the right. Let your arms be at a slight T, and turn your head a little to the left. And breathe. And then come up to center. Press down with that lower back and your feet. Let the legs drop left. Let the head move right. And breathe. Just twisting out any old stuff. Coming back up to the center. Extend the arms and legs. And stretch the body. And for a moment, point your feet. And just point them and let the tops of your feet stretch. Nice. Bring the toes back up, the hands down, and the feet back up to the floor, one at a time. Let's bring the knees up towards the chest and cross the ankles, widen at the knees a little, and just make a little rotation around. Just moving around that lower back, that sacrum. And then coming back to the center and just change your cross and move the other way. Just really moving the body around, and yoga will move it many different ways to be flexible. And then I'm crossing that, come down to the floor. And then bring your right leg up and interlace right behind it. Let your knee be bent. And gently rock that in and out, just warming up that hip area. And then if it feels okay to you, extend your leg up, interlace behind, push the thigh into the interlaced fingers, spread your toes, and press the ball of the foot up towards the ceiling. And just stretching that hamstring that runs all the way up the back of the leg. Point and flex your foot. And make a little circle with the foot. And then move that up to the ceiling again. Stretch it as long as you can. Make sure your arms are long. And then cross that over and move that thigh away a bit. And then take both hands, one to each knee, and lift that right up. Good. And just gently rocking that. And then just come to stillness and just let that sit and stretch. You should be able to feel a nice stretch in your right hip. And then move it a little to the left, just a little bit, and you'll feel a good stretch there. So as always, do only what's comfortable for you. Don't ever attempt to do something that if you think it will bring you pain, and if you feel any type of pain, stop immediately. You don't have pain. Okay. Bring that left foot down, cross the right leg all the way over. Take your right hand to a T or a slight T, depending on your shoulders. Take your left hand and draw those knees to the left. And just gaze gently at the ceiling. And just soften your eyeballs a little. And take a deep breath into your abdomen. And then bring the knees up to center, uncross them, and draw the left thigh up, interlacing behind, and gently just moving that in and out, just warming it up. And then extend that leg up and lengthen your arms and your leg to whatever degree you're able. You may not be able to straighten it completely, that's okay. Point and flex your foot a few times, yeah. And just feeling that stretch. And make a little circles with the foot. And then press it back up. And then allow that to drape across the other side leg so that the hip and knee are in a straight line here. And just move that thigh away. And then draw that up and gently rock it in and out. And then come to stillness and move it a little to the left. Just a little bit and a little extra stretch. Bring that back, bring that right foot down and cross the other leg all the way over. Left hand comes to a T. Right hand draws the knees to the right. Gaze is soft. And then moving back up and uncross your legs and just extend your arms and legs again, stretching them. And exhaling down. Let's bring the right knee into the chest. So let your left leg be long along the floor to whatever degree you are able. And the right moves in towards the chest. And take a breath in. And then extend that leg up, interlacing again behind your arms. A long leg is long, point and flex a few times. And then push that up, straighten that leg, and then take the sole of the right foot right above the left knee, gently placing it there. Right hand comes out to its like T, left takes this to the left. And just let your gaze be at the ceiling. If you like to add a little more, you can turn your head to the right. So whatever's comfortable for you. If you have no neck problems or anything like that, it should be fine. Bring that back up, the head back up, bring the body to center, extend your right leg, draw your left one in, and take a breath. We do cultivate that awareness, so we try to become aware of stuff, our breathing and all that. Extend that left leg up, point and flex a few times, and then push that sole up and lengthen the arms and the legs. And then take the sole of that left foot above the right knee, gently placing it there. Take the left hand out and let the right draw that over. And either leave the gaze straight up or take it to the left. And just stretching and twisting the body. It's so important as we age to keep flexibility in the body. Coming back to center, extend your arms and legs. And exhale down. Bring the feet to the floor one at a time. Let's do Setu Bandha. Let's do bridge pose. So just bringing the palms flat, face down behind you. Walk your hands down to wherever you can. Press down with the shoulders, press down with your feet, and lift the back of the thighs up towards the ceiling in bridge pose. Don't turn your head to look at this pose. If you have to check something out, just come back down. So here we just stretch we open the heart and the shoulders and the chest, opening that up and stretching the spine, the back of the neck, the thighs and the front of the hips. Come down slowly. Take a breath. And let's come up once more. This time though, take a hold of the outside edges of your mat. And as we come up, pull down and push away. So do that first. And then we'll come up. Once more into Setu Bandha, into bridge pose. So here too, we strengthen the core, which is good for the back, so it can help you out with that back issue. And it also stimulates the abdominal organs and the thyroid gland. Coming down. Good. Let's stretch one more time. Exhale down with the arms. And then just come to a seated position. So bring yourself up to Sukhasana, simple seated position. And let's bring one hand down beside us and the other one up by the ear. Just move to the side. So we get a nice long stretch from the side of the waist all the way up. Coming back down, bring that other arm up and bring it over. Good, just stretching that. Come back down. Bring your hands to the top of your legs, and as you exhale, drop the head. And then inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Just doing a little pranayama. Inhale up. Little breath work. Exhale. And then coming back up to center. Let's bring the arms right here like this. Bring them together to prayer and open up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Let's bring the hands down and take your right hand to your left knee. Extend your spine and twist. So just going into that twist, not letting the head go too far past the chest, just keeping a nice twist there. Coming to the center, bringing the left hand to right knee, extending the spine and twisting. And then coming back to the center. So let's just do a little for the neck. Let's inhale left, exhale right, inhale left, exhale right, inhale left, and exhale right. Move the head back to center and lift the chin. Stretching the front of the neck. And then lower the chin as you keep the back of your neck nice and long. And then coming up. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. And just holding the outside edges of the feet, moving them to where you're comfortable and just bouncing the knees a little bit as we just do this little butterfly position, just loosening up the hips. And then we'll come to our knees, hands and knees here, into table pose. So in table pose, the shoulders sit right over the wrist, and the knees and feet are hip distance, hands are shoulder distance. And we inhale, bring the head up to flat back, and then exhale and round and tuck. Inhale up, exhale, press down with the feet and hands, inhale up, and exhale. And then come back up to a flat back to table and tap your feet. Wake the feet up. And then extend the left one back and rock the toes, open and close there. Just opening the feet, warming the feet up. And then lift that and place it next to the other foot on the other side and look back at it. You can let go loosely with that left shoulder and just look back. And if you want to, you can move it out a little further and get a little extra stretch there for a second. And then bring that back in, extend this, rock the toes. Rocking and waking the feet up. And then lift that over the other foot and place it there and just look back at it. Just really kind of stretches and twists in a lot of different areas. And if you like, bring it out a little more if you like the stretch without, moving the rest of it. And then bring that back in. And let's take the hands forward of the shoulders for just a moment here. Make sure your fingers are a little bit of space between them. They're facing outward slightly or they're parallel, but they're not inwards, none of this. You have to make sure that we protect the shoulders. Tuck your feet the same distance as your hands, tuck the toes and come up into downward facing dog. And just take a breath here. And if you're able, you can come into plank pose, just coming into that top of the push-up. And if not, drop your knees, that's all. So just come into that plank pose, and then bring the knees down, and come to child's pose, just toes together, knees apart, just rest your head. And just taking a breath for a moment in child's pose. And then I'll invite you to come up to a standing position. Let's bring our feet hip distance apart. And as we press down into the feet, lift the hands over your head, bring them together. Exhale down. Let's come up on the toes, bringing the hands together overhead. And just strengthening the feet and ankles, and also working on our balance. And then exhaling down. And then bring the backs of your wrists together and lift your toes and spread them. And then exhale down. let's step wide for warrior pose. Step as wide as we can. We keep our feet even and parallel. And then we're going to turn one out all the way, or to wherever you can. Move the back toes inwards or the heel back. And allow your torso to still face the front. And then bend the forward knee as you come into warrior two. Just taking a little breath there. Nice strong pose. As we settle down with our legs, our feet, we also extend through the arms. Bring the front arm down and reach over in Utthita Konasana. Extended side angle. So you get that great stretch all the way, just from the feet all the way to the fingertips. It's awesome. I love this. Come back up and then bring the hands to the waist, feet to the center. Step back to the middle. Let's inhale, round the shoulders. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Again, inhaling and exhaling. Inhale the shoulders to the ears. And exhale up. Ha. Inhale up. Exhale up. Ha. Inhale. And exhale up. Ha. Beautiful. Stepping wide. Let's turn that opposite foot all the way and turn the back toes in and extend your arms. And then bend your forward knee so that the knee stacks over the ankle. And take a breath. You're looking out over your right arm there, looking out, and just strong in warrior pose. Relax your shoulders away from your ears without letting the arms come down. And then bring the front arm down and extend over. Utthita Konasana. And also, because this front leg has to take the weight of your torso, strengthens that leg as well. And also the triceps and the rotator cuff area coming back up. Hands to hips from the center. Beautiful. Now we'll just do another little pose here. We'll do chair pose. So in chair pose, we make sure that the feet are even. We try to always ground down through all four corners of the feet to feel very grounded into the earth. Let's start with it in prayer position. And bend the knees as though you were sitting back in a chair. And just take a breath here. Uttanasana. And in chair pose, we build endurance and strength. Come back up. Now, for some of you, you may want to stay right here. And for the others, you can bring the arms by the ears. Bend the knees. And coming into this position where we're just building some strength. Take a breath. And another. And then come up. Exhale down. Okay, let's come down to the mat for our last few minutes together. We'll come back down to Shavasana, as we usually do at the Senior Center, and do a little bit of quiet time. We'll start by sitting down, doing a little chanting, and then we'll lay down for Shavasana. So let's come down to a seated position. Let's bring the hands up on the thighs and bring our attention back to the rise and fall of our breath. Let's bring our attention now to the solar plexus area, that part of the upper abdomen. It's called Svadhisthana. This chakra is where our power center is. It's our self-will, our self-identity, our confidence. So let's, as we chant, we'll do the seed sound, which is Ram. So we'll do one Ram. Now, inhaling to begin. Ram. Bringing a pillow under the head and just resting. We draw our attention again to our breath. allowing the feet to relax, the legs softening, just for a moment bringing the attention to your abdomen and softening that area. We relax all the abdominal organs. We relax the chest area, we soften the heart, and we open the heart. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. Relax all your fingers and soften the palms of your hands. Relax your facial muscles, let them all soften. Relax your tongue and the corners of your mouth. Soften the eyeballs, let all the tension release from the eyeballs and soften the corners of the eyes. And rest your mind. We have the right to our actions, but not the results of our actions. And now, wiggle your fingers and toes. And then roll to your side if it's comfortable. And bring yourself to a seat. Bring the hands to heart center in prayer mudra and lower the chin. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide you way home. Namaste. I thank you.